Hi there, so I just wanted to give you some tips. I'm currently in a 16-foot section. You'll be required to update the large hotspot graphic here. Now the challenge is, I'm going to show you up at the top, there is the headers installed, right? So you have the arm here and the back peg wall bracket that's kind of blocking changing the graphics, see? So you can't actually get it out, so you got to remove this one and put in the new one and make sure you're sliding it in behind the plastic here. So what we did yesterday was I had to undo this, so take the arm, pull it out, and then have someone hold the header, and then you have to lift up on the peg bracket while it's still on the wall, and then you're able to slide this out successfully and insert the new one. So that's just a tip on what we did. So again, you'll have to disconnect, make sure you've disconnected here, pull it out here. So you're gonna grab this and pull this metal piece out to pull the header out. Once the header's out, get someone to hold it, lift up on this peg bracket, leave it in the wall, and then you can slide them out. And just make sure that you're getting it behind the large acrylic plastic piece here in the back. So it's gotta go in behind. Alright, so hopefully this tip helps you guys. I know we struggled with it a little bit, but this was the best way we found to do it. Thank you. Okay, so here we are in a Rimmel section. I know some people are having some challenges with the 8-foot low wall LB and adding an extra peg. It's going to vary by store based on the challenge, I guess the state of the fixtures. But what we're recommending is to slide over the bullnose extrusion if you can. So what I've done is I've just literally used force and shoved it across so that I could get one peg out. And then the next thing is you can actually lift the ones in the back up even while it's still attached and shift them over so that it gives you space in between to add an additional peg. So once you've done that, you can then move your peg over and then slide. So say you move it over like so, you then slide it back in to there, then you've got more room to add an additional peg here in the back. And again, like I said, you can just kind of slide them, push them down, even if you tap them with, say, I don't know, maybe like a hammer or a what do you call those? A mallet. Rubber mallet. You can use a rubber mallet and just tap them over slightly. And then what you're going to do is you're going to add the last peg hook that you need to add in, and then slide it in here and then pull the extrusion back across. Everyone kind of has their own technique with this. The other option is to take off the entire hook bar and then move them as need be, and then slide them all back on one at a time. So you'd slide these back in. It just depends what you're finding easier, but like I said, you can move the pegs when they are still in, like attached to the bracket, and we do suggest leaving them attached to the bracket because they're easier. It's easier to work with this fixture while it's in the wall than to take it out and try and shift it all down, because you can actually remove the whole bracket from the back, but we don't recommend that. So hopefully this helps out a little bit. We know it's a bit, it's a bit of a sticky fixture, but just do your best. And I would recommend using only people who are familiar with the Rimmel fixtures to do this and add the additional peg.
In order to remove the tray easily, again, not having to do it at an angle because you'll run into it where you can't, you won't have space. There's a little knob that you just press down on to release, and you pull the tray completely forward, allowing you to take off the back bracket and again move it to wherever your spot is needing to go. Put this back on, and then you just slide this back on. There's kind of the little piece, just make sure it's underneath, and it clicks into place. In order to remove the tray easily enough with not having to put it at such an angle to get it off the brackets, there's a little square release knob that you just press down and the tray comes off completely, allowing you to take the back bracket off, then allowing you to move wherever you need to move the back brackets, allowing you then to put this piece on Then you just slide this back on and it clicks into place.